Hey guys, so just got back from the theater from seeing Vacation, the new Vacation movie. Now, I think it's been no secret that I have been dreading this movie like the black fucking plague. I've even said that at the end of my last review for Southpaw. I was like, oh god, fucking Vacation. How much I was dreading it. Pretty much anybody that would listen, said a million times how much I've been really not looking forward to this movie. To which a lot of people have asked me solid question: why the fuck are you watching it? Then I don't. My response every time would be, well, I'm kind of keeping out hope that maybe, just maybe, this will actually be good. I love the original. Full disclosure, love the original Vacation. One of my all-time favorite comedies. Still is today, like one of those movies I can watch again and again and again. Christmas Vacation, I love just as much. It's pretty much a family tradition. My family's tradition that we watch that movie like over and over and over again. I don't know how many times we've seen it on Christmas. Every Christmas we just sit down and watch that movie like nonstop. My mom pretty much introduced me to these movies, and I pretty much, she asked me the same question: why the fuck are you gonna watch this? She wasn't too bothered by this movie, but all signs pointed that this movie was probably gonna fucking suck, And I was really, really worried about this film because like I said, I love the vacation movies. Yeah, European Vacation, Vegas Vacation weren't great movies, but they were okay. I haven't watched them in forever. Honestly, it's been a long time since I've seen either one of them. So I might have, it's one of those I might have to go back and watch again and see whether they're as bad as I thought they were. But anyways, going in thinking that this movie was going to be shit and not looking forward to this at all, I can honestly say I actually kind of like this movie. I know it's going to be a shock to a lot of people, especially that know me and know that I've been bitching about this movie forever. I kind of like this movie. It's not as good as the original, not even fucking close, or not even as good as Christmas Vacation. But, you know what? Fuck it. This movie was a lot better than it had any fucking right to be. It could have been a hell lot worse. Especially from the trailers, it looked like it was going to be a lot worse. I was dreading that this was going to be Dumb and Dumber 2 bad, but it wasn't. This is better than Dumb and Dumber 2, in my opinion. Fucking way better than Dumb and Dumber 2. It's not perfect by any imagination, but I still liked it. And I actually can kind of recommend it. And the thing I liked the most about this movie was Ed Helms. Ed Helms, does his best trying to capture the spirit of Clark Griswold and Chevy Chase from the original. He's basically, taking Chevy Chase's role from the original, where he's just your typical family man that loves his family and he just wants to take his family on a vacation, spend some quality time with them. That's it. He will do anything for his family, and of course, along the way, shit just happens. Really bad shit just keeps happening to him and his family. Just like the original films. He is really fun. I liked him. He's a charming doofus. Honestly, he's a very likable doofus, and that's what kind of like Chevy Chase was a likable doofus. Ed Helms is one of those guys I really, really enjoy, and I want to see succeed. And honestly, he was probably the best part of this movie. Even his chemistry with Christina Applegate was fine. I like Christina Applegate in this film. I love Beverly D'Angelo, and she did a fine enough job, replacing Beverly D'Angelo's role pretty much in this movie. By the way, this is a sequel, not a fucking remake or a reboot. Which I can't still figure out what the fuck the difference between a remake and a reboot is, but this is a sequel. It's a goddamn sequel. The other movies have happened already, so it's a sequel. Yes, it's involving Rusty this time and his family instead of Clark and Clark as the leader of the family. But it's it's a fucking sequel. Just call it a sequel. It's not a reboot. It's not a remake. It's a sequel, and it isn't. That's one thing I'll give this movie credit is that it doesn't try to copy all the jokes from the first movie and copy it, paste it in this one. They do a lot of different stuff with this movie. This movie is more a raunchy comedy, which is one of the problems I have with this movie is that it's too raunchy of a fucking comedy that, the original was just a simple fucking story. And this movie is a simple story, but it didn't need like raunchy comedy to, be funny, and this movie does utilize that a lot in here. But it didn't bother me that much, honestly. It didn't bother me as much. Like I said, this movie was generally pretty damn funny. There's a lot of cameos all over the fucking place in this movie. You got Charlie Day as a depressed white water rafter. That scene was pretty funny. Charlie Day is being Charlie Day. I love Charlie Day. He's you got one of those guys from Key and Peele. I don't know which one it is. Never watched that show. Sorry. You got Norman Reedus pops up as a trucker, playing Norman Reedus. You got Nick Kroll and who is it? Nick Kroll and Michael Pena pop up in the most random fucking cameo. One of those scenes that the joke that just doesn't really fucking work for me. It just went on way too fucking long. One of those jokes. There's a lot of scenes like that in this movie that they're like any comedy. There's jokes that don't work, and a lot of times there are jokes that just there's a few jokes. And this is one of them. It just goes on way too long and just dies a quick fucking death. And then of course you got Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo that pop up at the very end. They're in this movie for less than maybe about 5 minutes of this movie, and I couldn't. It was kind of distracting. Honestly, it was very distracting in this when they did pop up in this movie because I couldn't figure out who looked older or looked worse, Chevy Chase or Beverly D'Angelo. I'm not kidding. I did not almost recognize Beverly D'Angelo. Holy crap! Something like the years have not done her well. Neither has Chevy Chase, but whatever. I like Chevy Chase, and Chevy Chase basically is back. It was great to see him as Clark Griswold again. It was fun. He's Clark being Clark, trying to give Rusty a pep talk. Like even Rusty at one point is giving his kids pep talk, like the awkward pep talks that Clark would. Jokes that worked for me in this movie. I liked there was a lot of simple stuff like the station wagon pops up. I also kind of dug the fact that they did get a ridiculous looking car like the original, but this one is a little bit more ridiculous. Like it has all these buttons, including a swastika button. Yeah, and like all these buttons that do different stuff and weird shit that it does, and they never pressed the swastika button, which I was kind of surprised. They pretty much missed that opportunity to show what the hell. I was kind of intrigued what the hell it would be, but they never did do it. Maybe it's going to be a deleted scene, an unrated version. I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be an unrated version. There's always unrated versions for comedies nowadays. And I liked the when they finally get to Wally World. That was pretty damn funny. This time the Wally World is open. It is open, but they still have a lot of the same. It all goes to shit pretty much their whole trip or the whole time they are there, including a funny fight at the end of the movie. It's pretty damn funny. It has one of my favorite jokes in the whole movie. Like they go because they're going there to just go on this roller coaster. Their whole trip is to finally ride this roller coaster, and they get into the park, and Rusty tells them, "Let's race to the ride." And so they start playing the Chariots of Fire music like they did in the original, where they're running through the parking lot to the Wally World. entrance, and they start running towards this ride, and then they stop immediately because there's a long ass line for it, like a 3 hour line. It has a fun payoff to that. There's a lot. Like, one of the best bits in this whole movie was the opening credits, which played the original Vacation theme song, and that's played throughout the whole damn movie. And the original, yeah, they played the original song the whole way through the movie, and one of the best bits was the opening credits, which is still probably the funniest part of the whole damn movie, where they showed the worst family vacation pictures you would ever see in their entire life. Like, they were really fucking funny. They made me laugh so hard. Those pictures I couldn't stop laughing at how stupid some of them were. I mean, everybody's been on those horrible family vacations. I've had many. My family, we call ourselves the Griswolds half the times. We have about as shitty of luck as the Griswolds did. I have so many vacation stories that I could just go on and on and on about. That's what I like about the Griswolds, is they're fucking relatable. Everybody, you can relate to them. Like, Clark Griswold, people like Clark Griswold you can relate to. Anybody could. Especially, and Rusty too. Oh yeah, I can't forget about Leslie Mann does okay as Audrey. Oh yeah, speaking, this is another joke that made me laugh. When Rusty's going through old pictures, family pictures, it's all pictures from the first 4 movies, and it's just funny as hell. Like, as he's going through all of them, like, it's all different actors, and the kids are played by all different actors. They all never look anything alike. It's pretty goddamn funny. That still makes me funny, laugh. But Leslie Mann's fine as Audrey. Chris Hemsworth plays her husband, and he has, what the fuck was up with his accents? Oh my god, he's trying to do a southern accent, and it's very, very weird. He doesn't pull it off very well, I'll say that right now. But he was a lot of fun in this movie. Even though, there's a scene where it's a dick joke. His dick is just basically hanging out of his underwear. Yay. Like I said, stuff like that doesn't need to be in this vacation movie. Another joke that I couldn't stand in this movie, that died a quick death but went on for fucking ever, was that scene at the beginning where Regina Hall pops up too. Forgot about her. And they're at a family dinner, and Regina Hall's talking to Christina Applegate about their trip to Paris, or her family's trip to Paris, and she's like, "You didn't like it on Insta? I just posted all this." Christina Applegate says, "Oh yeah, I saw those pictures on Instagram." She said, "Yeah, but you didn't like those pictures on Instagram. Didn't like them. Didn't like." It goes on forever. She keeps going on about her not liking them on Instagram. Like, that's not funny. I'm like, when that joke was going on, I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be one long fucking movie, isn't it? But it got better. Also, the kids were somewhat annoying. They weren't as bad as I thought they would be. Like, the trailers made them out to be. They did make me laugh here and there. There were some pretty funny jokes here and there with the kids. But yeah, like, they weren't as bad as I thought they would be. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I actually liked this movie. And you know what? I was one of those people that was really dreading this, and that should tell you something. I don't think it deserves the crap it's getting. It's like getting 24% on Rotten Tomatoes. No, I don't. Like, fuck. It's getting like about the same rating as like Dumb and Dumber 2, and this is way better than Dumb and Dumber 2. This movie was not that bad. I kind of recommend it. For a matinee, I don't know if I'd pay full ticket price, how ridiculous prices are nowadays, but if you like the other movies, like, out of all the sequels, I mean, this is, just about as good as the other ones, except for, like, Christmas Vacation, of course. And honestly, I have to watch the original, or European and Vegas Vacation to kind of see if this one I like more than those two, but I don't know. So yeah, go see it. As far as trailers, hold on a second. I'll get a couple new ones. We Are Your Friends, or what I call Douchebag, the movie with Zac Efron. He's a DJ that wants to make it big, and him and his friends are helping him and stuff like that. It looks dumb. I don't know. I didn't give a fuck about that trailer whatsoever. It's just him being a DJ that wants to make it big. Woohoo! I don't care. I got a small, like a short trailer with for American Ultra. It's basically pretty much the same trailer but very short. I still like the idea that it's like a stoner that ends up being Jason Bourne, basically. That's kind of funny. And then the last trailer I got was The Night Before. This looks pretty damn funny, I'm not gonna lie. It's from the guy that made 50-50, Warm Bodies. He also did Warm Bodies, yeah. That was an alright movie. I love 50-50, but it's with Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie. They're three friends that like reunite every Christmas because one of them, their dad died at this time of year. And they always get together every year to just hang out and be bros. And like they all have different lives. Like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't think they ever really showed what he's doing, but Seth Rogen's about to have a baby, and Anthony Mackie's like a celebrity, and Seth Rogen's wife gives him some cocaine and ecstasy and marijuana, mushrooms and shit to have fun for one night, and of course it ends in, them going crazy and shit like that, including that hilarious scene in the church. If you haven't seen the trailer, check it out. It's pretty fucking funny. That movie looks pretty funny. I'm looking forward to it. I love Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Anthony Mackie's been pretty good up to this point. I like him up to this point. That movie looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to that. Also, I did like one of the funniest parts in the trailer was when they were going through from the guys that brought you This Is the End, Neighbors, and almost the interview. That made me kind of laugh. And that was a pretty funny wink. I don't know if I was the only one who laughed at that, but that's pretty funny. But anyways, yeah, that's as far as the trailers go. I'll be back Friday with review for Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. And until then, I'll see you guys later.